You know, one of the biggest trading lessons I ever learned, if not the biggest trading lesson I ever had, was to understand that my individual stock trades don't operate in a vacuum. They're really mostly moving in line with what the big major indexes are doing, like the S&P and the Dow and the Nasdaq. Understanding what those guys are doing gives you a clue as to why your individual trades are acting the way they are. Your individual stock trades are like ships on the ocean of the major market indexes, so you need to know the tide and current of the market to successfully navigate your way to trading profits. Are we in a bull market or a bear market? What will happen to your trades this week? Don't get caught out and don't miss out. To understand the charts you're about to see, get your free video course and manual, plus many other free bonuses at stockgossipfilter.com. Now let's begin the show. So another market update after the market closed on 9th of June 2023. As always, we'll start off with the S&P. Big picture, up and down here is 1 week of action, as you can see, over the last few years. Homing in on where we are right now, from a bullish point of view, it's above its all-important 40-week moving average, and that 40-week moving average is wavered a little bit, but that is definitely pointing up now for a while, slowly but surely. And the longer that the price stays above a moving average, the more that moving average is going to start curling up. So it's hanging on to this lead here, and that's very good. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction about a prediction in just a second. So, but what I'm calling it right now is that it's still transitioning from my definition. This is not either a bull or a bear market. It's called I call it a fox market, somewhere in the middle. But I'm predicting that I'm going to predict a bull market. I'm going to say sometime around September, I think, this year. So we'll see how that prediction about a prediction pans out. I know it can get a bit, boring to keep saying the same thing week after week. And it's the same thing in a bull or a bear market, because these things can take years or at least months, bull, 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 bear, bear, bear. And so that's important to just keep in the back of your mind, because it's affecting everything. What happens though week to week, though, that's really a lot more fluctuating, and I've been right to call it for the last few weeks here: up week, up week, up week, up week. And every time I do it, I feel like the market's getting a little bit more stretched. So saying this week I'm kind of neutral, could go either way. Let's look into the week day-to-day chart. Then the market had a really good week here, went higher and hung on to this tight little channel up here. But notice how Friday's action there, you see how it sold off at the last minute. So I think this might be a week ahead of a cooling off level, maybe slightly down, something like that. And it's certainly a well-earned break. There's the Dow Jones that's playing along with everything else, and the Nasdaq, which is the one leading us out of this, as I've been commentating. In fact, the Nasdaq is getting a little bit pushing ahead of itself. That moving average there needs to catch up a little bit, or the price needs to come down. One of those two things need to happen to keep this thing nice and healthy. We are coming into July and August soon, not yet, but that's typically more volatile months, so that wouldn't be a bad thing. That's to keep things going. So that's all I can say for this week, and I will speak to you next time. I appreciate you giving this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe, or you could miss an important market call. Next up, a free webinar: how to read stock charts and trade stocks, so you'll know what I'm looking at each week and why, as well as be able to trade your own stocks. I'll speak to you next week.